Clip that, make it a sound.
Kanye Ye West on Uncensored.
Kill yourself, you fucking British piece of shit, dude.
Anti-Semitic outburst, most outrageously.
I hate foreigners so much.
DEFCON 3
Kanye Ye
It was
West.
a heated interview.
Kill yourself,
a long
dude.
interview. I held him to account. I told him his remarks were offensive. He caused many people a lot of pain. And he gave me some back, of course. He called me a Karen. Fair enough. I can take it. At least we had a mostly...
Dude, you take it for sure, bro.
Grown-up conversation.
Dude.
These constant tirades, against Jewish people.
Have you felt my pain yet? You haven't felt my pain.
You
don't want to feel my pain.
Well, no, hang
you don't
on.
hold You don't hold accountability
Goat.
to my pain. You're being a Karen.
Do you believe that you have any form of mental illness?
Sneako won, so true.
I believe that I suffered from exhaustion. I believe that I suffered from exhaustion. I suffered
So
from
true,
being
Chad,
lied
dude.
to
Fuck 'em, bro.
constantly
Rest in piss,
by
Britain.
the people
What's up,
around me,
Cataline?
by
Long
my
time, dude.
management,
Long
by my
time, bro.
ex-wife.
Do you still
Welcome
love
back. Yeah, that question was so
I
fucking
absolutely
gay.
I'll love her for life.
That interview lasted
still
2
love your
hours,
ex-wife?
We covered a lot of ground. There were moments of tension.
Fuck him for
and
that.
moments, I think, of mutual understanding.
To get shot or for what? What is the choice, Pop?
When he came back and he said,
Hey, what's up, Carolina?
And
Good to
we'll
see you,
have
buddy.
the top
What's the
lawyers
choice, bro?
Like a Johnny Cochran, Robert Kardashian level legal team. You know, looking
Hey, welcome back.
at all of these contracts.
Racism is
together.
right where you
After
left it.
that moment happens, then I will say, I'm sorry.
Yeah, pick one to
If
keep.
that's your position.
Jordan Peterson.
That's clear.
Interview adjourned. Love you.
No, not since the Jews took over. Probably never again.
Yeah, thanks for sitting back down. I'll change the subject now. Obviously, I've no idea what's going on in this guy's head, and he's unquestionably people isolated in both his personal KK comments, encouraging voting, doctors are more.
Dude, can we get Ye? Show me the goat. Yeah.
Get multi-tracks right now.
Can I get the goat, please?
I can hop back on in about whenever it's done.
That nuance right there, it's idiotic. It just shows the hate that you put out for people that put love. There's so much love in the art that I
With
put
all
out.
due
There's just
respect,
so many-
yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah, try giving
You
up
have to admit
gooning,
This
bro.
is somewhat entertaining. You know, this is going to be.
No, it's Biscoff
laughed at
cookies.
by many people.
Dude, I'm low-key
That's
getting
not what
chubby
I-
today, bro. My mom is going to
That
bring
was
home
funny.
Costco pizza. I had half a roll of Ritz
West is rarely
crackers,
out of the
and now I'm
headlines at
eating
the moment.
Biscoff
It's fair to say
cookies.
The headlines are equally rarely positive.
I had half a
Rapper,
hamburger for
producer,
breakfast.
A fashion designer is currently
I'm
working
eating too
on
much,
a new
dude.
album, several new tracks.
Half a hamburger, like
Previewed on a
8
recent
cookies,
live stream with his friend Sneako,
like 8
and
crackers.
both Sneako and Ye
No,
join
like a
me
whole roll
now.
of Ritz
Welcome,
crackers.
to Uncensored.
And then I'm gonna eat
Ye, we
pizza.
haven't spoken for a while.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm
Hit the
doing
goal,
good. I don't
dude.
use
Should I
the
do a goal
term
for?
West,
Should I do
the
a
whole
stop
drop-
eating goal on the 12-hour stream? Like for the 12-hour stream, should I do a goal? Not like maybe not even money, but just like if we hit the objective, I won't eat for a certain amount of hours.
About the slave name idea?
Okay, so we just call you Ye, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You're right. You're right. My
I'm
bad.
good.
My bad. My bad.
And both Sneako and Ye join me now. Well, welcome to Uncensored. Ye, we haven't spoken for a while. How are you?
I'm doing good. I don't use the term West, you know, the whole drop the slave name idea?
Okay, so we just call you Ye, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, look, when I last interviewed, we had a long conversation. And since then, a lot has happened in your life.
The leather pants go hard.
And so I'm grateful for the opportunity to try and talk to you about some of this.
Yeah, it was over pretty quick, Pop. What's up, Based?
How would you say your life is at the moment?
I mean, you see that view?
Yeah.
What's funny, Sneako? Sneako, what's funny? Yo, Sneako, what's funny, bro? What are we laughing at here?
You see that view?
Yeah.
Like you need to be serious right now, gang.
Your life is good?
You gotta lock in, Sneako.
Well, judge it on the view as the answer to how my life is. Judge me by the view.
Well, the view is Mallorca. I've been there. It's a beautiful place. And for all intents and purposes, you seem very relaxed and happy. That is in direct contrast to your public image at the moment over the last couple of years, led by your ferocious... Well, hang on, let me finish the question. Led by your ferocious use of...
No, but I already disagree. It's not in contrast. There's so many people and artists that are championing the idea of someone being able to just express who they really are and have been able to go through the war of being attacked by the banks, being attacked, you know, by the banks. That's the best way to put it, being attacked by the banks and to still be here with this view is, you know, that's the win. So I think I'm in contrast to your contrast.
Okay, but the point I was going to make is that
shut the fuck up,
I
British
watched
faggot.
what you put out on X. You got 32 million followers, so you're one of the most followed people.
See, wait. Now look right
like
now.
not
You're
even
not
true.
gonna take inches off my dick, bro. Like, how many followers do I have?
Well, how many is it?
I think you could do the study. You got a whole staff over there.
I thought it was 32 million. How many is it? You obviously know.
I mean, no. I mean, don't help them out. You know they.
I'm told
gonna
it's
do whatever you
33
want.
million now. So congratulations. You're slightly bigger following than I thought.
No, congratulations. Your information is correct. You're not just some, you know, dude trying to sub. You know, I'm a gift, bro. You know what I mean? Why do all you people in media act like you haven't played my songs at your weddings or graduations or at funerals or when your child was born? You know, you take somebody that's living like a Lennon, a Michael Jackson, and you just take all this time to just, like, that nuance right there. It's idiotic. It just shows situations or at funerals or when you're trying to wreck. You're not just some, you know, dude trying to sub. You know, I'm
Changing your last name is so meta. True. Crooked face cock. Yay is a W. You don't get a base, TBH, but that's bait. Good bait. If Sneako gives Nick yeah, true.
a gift, bro. You know what I mean? Why do all you people in media act like you haven't played my songs at your weddings or graduations or at funerals or when your child was born? You know, you take somebody that's living like a Lennon, a Michael Jackson, and you just take all this time to just, like, that nuance right there. It's idiotic. It just shows the hate that you put out for people that put love. There's so much love in
What
the
are you
art.
So
with all due
true,
respect,
bro.
Miguel, what are you?
True. You guys get what he's saying. Basically, what he's saying is just like, he is a Michael Jackson. He's like a John Lennon. He's like a great artist, but not even the great, but like one of the best to ever live and who will ever live, right? And these people will play all of his songs at every important time. They'll listen to Ye in every important event of their life. You know, their graduation, their funerals, their birthdays, their, you know, whatever. And then you'll go and attack him for what? You know,
Talking
what
about?
do you get?
I haven't said anything.
What
And
are you
all he
talking
does
about?
is love. All he does is put love into his work and want to
30
be himself.
Okay, now you're not
That's what he's
taking
saying.
accountability or
I've
responsibility.
literally, you
and,
said it.
you know,
Yeah,
we'll
for
rewind.
real.
I played
We'll
your
rewind.
music. Of course I played your music.
I need a, no, sir. This is what you get for now. We can circle back when you can count.
Okay. Where's he gone, Sneako?
Yeah, that's it for Ye. But it's nice to meet you, Piers.
Where's he gone?
I think he's just going back to work. There's several things he's working on. I was not aware he was going to leave like this, but it seems like he got upset about the...
We'll circle back to this when you learn to count is such a bar. That's what, that would have been so cool to end on. And now you got this fucking, like, retard who can barely speak English. True, Big Gripe, true. The flutes that play before the beat drops are, yeah, exactly, dude.
So it's all just a game, is it? Is that the idea?
Followers. I mean, life is a video game, is it?
No, I just wonder what the point of this exercise.
Kill
I mean,
yourself.
life is a video game.
It's a game, is it? Is that the idea?
Followers.
I wonder what the.
Life is a video game. I mean, this is a quote. I mean, life is a video game. Is it?
I mean, life is a video game, is it?
No, I just wondered what the point of this exercise was. Was he supposed to do an interview or not?
Are you supposed to do an interview? But I mean, the amount of Twitter followers, something like that, it's patronizing for no reason. You said his name incorrectly. You know his name is Ye. This is very public about that. Hopefully we could do it. I think this was good. We were prepared for a good interview. But come on, you know what you were doing.
What do you think I'm doing?
At least he's not blaming Yang. I'll give him that. Cucko is ruining it. Yeah, he is. But at least he's not blaming Yang. He's not really defending him either. But he's just, it's like this like passive defense. Like it doesn't like if someone like just slandered your friend on national television, I feel like you would have like a more angry reaction. You know, you'd be like, you knew what the fuck you were doing. Who do you think you are? That type of thing. And he's like, come on, you know what you did. It's like this almost, it's not even like full, like he doesn't even believe it. Yeah, exactly.
I think you.
Do you think Piers Morgan's family will play? Yeah, for sure.
Were trying to patronize very intentionally by getting
probably
those
play
two
Hail
things,
Hitler.
You know, under his skin.
They'll probably
Maybe
play.
It could have been about
They'll
passive
probably
abuse or
play
because
Hail
of what
Hitler.
happened yesterday.
Sexually assaulted
But I
Griper.
mean, this information is
Sex
not
offender
that difficult
Griper.
to get right.
Piers Morgan's family will play Hail Hitler at his funeral for sure.
Yeah, we called him Ye, and we got his Twitter
Dude,
following
I need to
count wrong
fucking
by
get
1
a
million,
coffee, dude.
from 32 to 33 million. Also, for the record, you guys dicked us around yesterday, and you seem to find that very entertaining and amusing in your live stream, which I'm sure you will now. You kept all my crew in Spain
Yeah, for
and
real,
here,
Zena.
waiting, and then wasted their time. And then you got us all back now, and you've wasted our time again. And you again may find that funny and entertaining, and that's fine. I don't. I think it's a total waste of everyone's time and effort and money.
Well, I mean, it is. I was ready for the interview yesterday too. My time is.
He says now he's like agreeing with Piers. Yeah, Ye is wasting my time too. Ye is wasting your time, you ungrateful piece of shit. Ye is like letting Sneako be his fucking little, you know, like a fucking baby chicken falling around the mother hen. Oh, he's dicking me around too. Oh, well, you know, I was ready for the interview. Ye is wasting my time. What do you fucking mean Ye's wasting your time? These people are like unironically, even if you're like a wignat about it and you're like, he's just a dumb black guy. Dude, you're around like an exceptional person, you fucking idiot. This is like how this dude is so retarded that he is like graced to be around such an exceptional person and has the ability to like know him deeper or to learn something like that is real that he can apply in his own life and be successful and be exceptional and become an exceptional person. You know? Sneako. I mean, he's wasting my time too.
Is important as well.
Fuck you, faggot.
Regardless if it was wasted, we have to admit this is somewhat entertaining. You know, this is going to be laughed at by many people.
What's
It's not what I expected, but
entertaining?
that was funny. That's undeniably walking off right into the beginning of an interview is funny.
Yeah.
And now he's like downplaying what Ye did as a joke. Like, even think about that. Ye was, you know, assume like Ye was offended. Ye did not like being patronized and talked down to by some fucking Jewish-owned white British person. And now you have Sneako. Well, it was funny. Was it like... Piers Morgan is calling it a joke and you're saying, yeah, and it was a really funny one. Fuck you. Don't you take Ye seriously? Don't you take Ye seriously?
Out of interest,
You were subjective.
Out of interest, what do you do with him?
I'm working on several films right now. I am streaming out here. I'm editing, and I work on things behind the scenes, some inspiration for art. I'm just there to try to help fulfill his vision.
Well, let me
and
ask
also
you
work on my own
the
too,
questions I would have asked him. So, I mean, out of interest, what is with his obsession with Hitler? Why is he so rampantly anti-Semitic?
Yeah, by the way, Mr. distances himself from Nick. Probably not the best idea to stay on camera to represent Ye when all Ye has talked about is the Holocaust and how awesome Hitler and Nick Fuentes are. You fucking dumb piece of shit.
I'm not going to
over
answer
social
questions on
media.
his behalf.
Well,
I'm not gonna. Why does Ye like Hitler? And it's not like I'm not gonna answer questions because like fuck your Jew It's not like being like fuck your Jewish questions. It's like I'm not gonna answer the questions because he doesn't want to get in trouble. This dude is such a fucking coward, dude.
He's
Answer
not
questions
there.
on his behalf.
He's not there.
What's that? What's that?
He's not there. Literally, he's dropping a track today called Heil Hitler. Why are you happy to be associated with somebody like that out of interest?
I'm not going to speak on his art and his vision while
I'm
he's not
asking
here.
you.
I find
I'm
it
asking you
inappropriate.
why you're happy to be associated with somebody who most of the
'Cause
world
he's cool.
believes is now a rampant anti-Semite.
Well, you're associated as well. Your show's called Piers Morgan Uncensored.
Yeah.
You tried to get him censored on X. And here you are on the days we're going to release the song doing an interview with him. So we're all involved here. It's not like I'm the only one complicit.
Yeah, the reason that I wanted to
Complicit in what? Oh, well, if it's bad, you're just as guilty as me. Yeah, Hail Hitler is bad. I'm with you, Pierce, but you're just as complicit as me. That's what he just said. Like, maybe I could see if he meant something else, but, like, that's not what he said.
get him on was because I don't think anyone holds him to account for anything he does on X. And in fact, he deliberately breaches all of X's rules, and yet he does it with impunity and is allowed to do it, whereas millions of other accounts get suspended for far less offenses. So I was...
Piers Morgan is advocating for the Groyper to say rape threats. Piers Morgan is advocating for the Wignat to say that they want to kill all the blacks. Piers Morgan is out here advocating for the most hot-headed Antifa member. If they get banned, Ye's got to get banned too. Fuck you,
was
dude.
going to ask him directly, which is why I mentioned
You rat.
his X following. I was going to ask him about what he puts on X and why
1
he
hour in, Chad. W.
does
Randy.
this, why he continually
fucking
attacks
rat, dude.
Jewish people, why he continually celebrates Adolf Hitler. And then I'm curious about, given he's not there, can't answer these questions, what your association is with this guy and whether you're comfortable to be associated with somebody who most people consider to be an anti-Semite.
I think I just answered this question. And these are good questions. I think I just answered half
We
of
haven't
that
answered
one.
the question, though, have you?
But, I mean,
Thank you, Piers Morgan, for
I did.
saving
You said,
Project
what are you doing out here?
Royper,
And I said I'm
dude.
doing films and I'm recording
All we
behind
need
the
is
scenes
one more
and-
tweet about Project Royper, and then Piers Morgan will save us. How many retweets on a Project Royper freedom post until we're free? How many likes on a free Project Royper tweet until we're all free? We're all slaves to injustice until we're all free, chat. Remember
streaming,
that.
and I'm editing.
Remember
and helping
that,
Phil
Jeff.
Have you
Vision.
been helping him with
But
the track
if you-
Heil Hitler?
No, I don't. I'm not a music guy. And if you wanted to get questions about his Twitter or X correct, then you should have got the number of followers correct. That was something intentional that you knew what you were doing.
So I got
if you
the
know
size of his
everything
dick
about what
wrong.
he's
Is that
tweeting,
what you say?
well, if you know everything else that he's tweeting, you should have got that right as well.
Oh, don't be so pathetic, Sneako. Honestly, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get good content which will promote you, Sneako. And I'm just curious how you, Sneako, deal with the fact that you are so openly associating yourself
You
now
asked that question a
with
few
somebody
times,
who
and I
seems
mean, I
to
can ask you the same
worship
thing.
Adolf Hitler and is pro the Nazis. Do you feel comfortable about that?
No, we worship God. There's a.
No,
if
no,
you're gonna
he
say it's
worships
pathetic
Adolf
that I'm
Hitler.
here promoting this. We could talk about how
He
pathetic it
worships
is that
Adolf Hitler.
you were essentially working.
Okay, and Sneako, he worships Adolf Hitler. Okay, and where's the fucking balls, dude? Ye worships Adolf Hitler. Okay, so what if he does, dude? If Ye worships Hitler, you know Jesus is God. But I get it.
For
The
Israel
fuck,
up until
dude?
a couple
Where's the
months ago,
fucking
and
balls
then
on
When
this
was I
guy?
working for
like
Israel?
genocide and not pushing back.
When was I working for Israel?
If it's pathetic to make films behind the scenes of one of the greatest living artists, probably the greatest living artist. I think
Well,
that's
he
pathetic.
certainly was.
You point the finger
He
at you and
certainly
say it's
was a
pathetic as
great.
well.
He was a great artist. Unfortunately, he's become a rampant anti-Semite.
Dude, can we like gangbang this guy with like fucking sticks, like Israeli IDF style, legally? Fuck you, dude. Piers Morgan should be forced to cover the India-Pakistan war in no man's land in between two giant trenches. You fucking piece of shit. I hate this sniveling Jew, dude. I know he's white, but he's such a Jew. You know what I mean? And Sneako's mate is like adding on to it, dude. Piers Morgan is right here. Sneako's, yeah. It's true. True. True, Marlboro. True.
Adores Adolf Hitler.
But they both suck.
Embraces Nazism, uses swastikas,
I'm pretty sure he
slogans.
says
I
he
wish
loves
he'd just
everyone.
say that.
I'm not gonna speak
and
for
has a
him,
new
but
record out called Heil Hitler. So forgive me if I don't currently
the
see
song is
him
not. I mean,
as one of the
everything you're
world's
saying
great
in this question
artists.
is incorrect.
Yeah. But I don't see
Everything
him.
you're saying in this question is incorrect.
Sorry?
The song isn't out. The song isn't out for one, and two, he says he loves everyone. He says he loves Jews. He says he loves Hitler. He says he loves everybody. But this
so
could
when he
yeah,
says, let me ask you, given you're the one sitting there, he said Jews were better as slaves. You have to put your Jews in their place.
So
and make
true.
Them into
My
your slaves.
goat.
You then said make
My
your
goat.
Jews work for you.
My
or
goat.
Watch them as close as you can. Whip the
My
Jews.
goat.
You comfortable with that, Sneako?
Okay, I am not going to say whip every Jew. You know, fuck it. Whip your Jews, bro. Jews were better slaves. Jews were better as slaves. You got to watch your Jews. You definitely have to whip your Jews, bro. Don't fucking trust your Jews, bro. One in chat. What do we say in chat, dude? Let's put Jew slave in chat. Jew slave in chat, okay? If we're going to whip our Jews, bro. Jew slave, whip Jew, etc., etc.
I would do personally. I don't whip
You think
anybody.
it's funny, do you? Whipping Jews?
Slavery.
Yeah,
Using
that's
Jews as
hilarious.
slaves?
Yeah, using Jews as slaves is fucking hilarious. Ye walking off this shitty fucking interview was very serious. Sneako, Ye tweeting that Jews are slaves is hilarious. You know who else whipped Jews? Jesus.
Slaves, you think
I
that's
think
funny?
the context
Now,
of that is funny.
Maybe the context doesn't match exactly, but there's a story of a very smart guy in the Bible whipping a Jew or two in temple.
Yeah,
In a synagogue.
Remove any sense of
I'm
humor
missing
from
the
that is
humor. What's the
ridiculous.
humor?
I mean, do you want me to break down a joke for you?
You think it's a joke, do you, about whipping Jews?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a joke because I've
So
been here for a couple
true.
weeks and he hasn't whipped any Jews.
So
Really?
true.
So because he hasn't actually whipped any yet,
Yeah,
that's a joke.
He really
Yet.
has.
He hasn't whipped any yet. Dude, Piers Morgan just announced Ye will be whipping Jews, dude. The day Ye starts making whipping Jews like a TikTok trend is going to be fucking hilarious, dude. W Ye, bro.
Yeah.
Goat.
Really has. But
He
Piers,
really is the
before I
GOAT,
leave,
though.
I don't want to speak on his behalf. If you're agreeing
But what
that he's
choice do we
the
have? You
greatest
set
living
this
artist
thing.
right now,
You set this farce up. He's dicked us around. You're the one left. So you're gonna have to be
I said I
accountable for
agree,
it.
bro.
Unless you want to
I
walk
agree,
away
Chad
too.
Chad.
accountable. What do you want to hold me accountable?
But if you don't want to answer questions either, you are free to stand up and walk away like a little sniveling
Well, you can ask
coward
questions.
too.
If you have questions for me, then I'll feel
You
free
know
to
what?
answer
Here's my
those.
question
But
for
just
you.
when it comes to Ye,
Why is your mate Ye?
is this
such
whole
a-
thing going to be interrupting, or
Why is your mate
this whole
Ye-
thing just
why-
going to be
look,
interrupting?
mate,
Or do you want me to speak
look,
at all?
You're sounding like Andrew Tate Light, like his annoying little younger brother we never knew about. Okay? That's all-
Sneako, kill yourself, dude. It's over. Yo, Sneako. Hey, champ, it's Raps. Go ahead and kill yourself. Yo, Sneako. Just go kill yourself, champ. It's over. You had a good run, though. No, it was all right. That's rough, dude. You're like Andrew Tate's annoying little brother no one's ever heard of.
work with me. Okay? You set this thing up.
And now he's getting mogged.
It's
Look, he's
obviously
getting
some kind of
lectured by
elaborate
Piers.
prank.
Okay,
you're
your
pulling
team asked
with
me to
your
do
mate
this.
Ye.
If you want to be
But given that
Netanyahu
you-
light on TV,
But given you want to,
if you want to be Dave
you think it's all
Portnoy with the
funny,
suit,
that's fine.
then sure. If you want to do ad hominem attacks, then why invite someone on your show? I set this up because your team asked me to do it. I
Yeah.
did everything that I could. If I knew that this would, I'm not here wasting your time. You're angry at me for setting up an interview that you wanted. If you have questions for me, I'm happy to answer
Yeah,
those.
here's
If
my
you want to keep
question.
doing
Why did
insults,
your-
there's no point in me being here.
Why did Ye stand up like a sniveling little coward?
Post-its
and walk away
or
before I could ask him
Sneakos?
difficult questions?
For the third time, Piers, I don't know if you have a hearing problem, but I'm not going to answer questions on another man's behalf. But
Really?
thank you for
Even though
having me.
you
If
set
would
up
like
the
to talk
interview with
one-on-one
him.
another time, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
thank
tell
you.
him from me he's a sniveling little coward. And he's an anti-Semite and a Hitler worshipper. That's what I would have asked him if he'd had the balls to sit there and take the questions. And there you are, proudly associating yourself with him. Good luck to you, Sneako.
Hail Hitler, bro.
Everyone can see you for
Let's
what
go.
you are. Piers Morgan Uncensored is proudly independent.
That was goated. Who's walk off? Sneako's? Yeah, because Sneako has no aura, bro. No aura, no last word, no fuck you, no Hail Hitler on camera, no little fucking nothing, no salute on cam. That was the perfect opportunity to be like, you know what, Piers? This is over, champ, and fucking throw it out. And he didn't, bro. But my image. Everyone hates you, dude. And the people who used to support you hate you now, too. No one likes you. You went from half of the world hating you to everyone hating you, bro. What a fucking idiot.